In the tough world of basketball, not every new player scores very much in their first game, but some rookies do really stand out. This list talks about players who did amazing in their debut, scoring many points. And it's cool because big names like Michael Jordan and LeBron James are not on the list. These new stars showed everyone how good they are, making a strong impression in their very first NBA game. Each player has his own unique story, adding a special chapter to the stories of rising basketball talents. Number 11. Goran Gich, 29 points, 2002. Europe had been sending NBA hopefuls across the pond for years, but none had landed with the immediate impact of Goran Gich. The Slovenian sharpshooter stepped onto the court for the Utah Jazz in 2002 and proceeded to rain down threes like Utah's famous snowstorms. He buried 8 triples in his debut, each one a dagger, and each one silencing doubters who thought Europeans couldn't compete. Gich proved them wrong in a jaw-dropping performance, announcing that the international game was here to stay, and with a vengeance. Number 10. Walt Bellamy, 29 points, 1961. Walt Bellamy was built like a skyscraper, and his game matched his imposing frame. In 1961, the Big Dipper joined the Chicago Packers and promptly dropped 29 points on bewildered defenders. Imagine Shaquille O'Neal with Kareem's skyhook and Hakeem's footwork. That was Bellamy. He was unstoppable, dominant, and a pure force of nature, and his debut was a thunderous announcement that a new giant was roaming the NBA landscape. Number 9. Kareem AbdulJabar, 29 points, 1969. Before he became the skyhook master, Kareem AbdulJabar was Lou Alcindor, the college legend about to conquer the pros. His 1969 debut with the Milwaukee Bucks was a masterclass in scoring finesse. He used his skyhook shot like a magic wand, weaving through defenders and dropping buckets almost effortlessly. This wasn't only a great debut, it was a glimpse into the future, a prophecy of the unstoppable scoring machine that Kareem would become. Number 8. Lamar Odom, 30 points in 1999. Most rookies only dream of starting, but Lamar Odom was different. He came off the bench for the Los Angeles Clippers in 1999 and stole the show. Picture this, a rookie dropping 30 points, grabbing 12 rebounds, and dishing out 10 assists, all while playing with the swagger of a seasoned veteran. Odom wasn't only scoring, he was orchestrating, a point-forward prodigy who announced his arrival as a future All-Star and one of the league's most versatile talents. Number 7. Allan Iverson, 30 points in 1996. Philadelphia erupted not only from the fireworks but from the answer himself, Allan Iverson. The rookie with swagger thicker than Philly cheesesteaks dropped 30 points in his 1996 debut. He weaved through defenders like a pickpocket through pockets, defying gravity with impossible layups while draining threes so smooth they felt like free throws. He wasn't only scoring, he was announcing his arrival, a basketball Robin Hood who stole the hearts of Philly fans one crossover at a time. Number 6. Willie Anderson, 1988. San Antonio had seen scorching summers, but 1988 was different. That year, Willie Anderson, drafted 51st but burning brighter than any first-round pick, torched the NBA with a 30-point debut. He danced around defenders like a salsa expert, with his mid-range a heat-seeking missile, and his dunks so powerful they rattled the rim like a blacksmith's hammer. By the end of the game, he wasn't only a new Spur, he was a supernova, leaving rivals dazed and fans delirious. Number 5. Isiah Thomas, 31 points, 1981. The Motor City revved up in 1981 when Isiah Thomas, the pint-sized point guard with a heart the size of Motown, zipped past Bucks defenders like a hot rod on Woodward Avenue. He scored 31 points, dropping dimes and daggers in equal measure. It wasn't only a debut, it was a baptism by fire, announcing the arrival of a legend who would lead the bad boys to glory, proving that even the smallest of engines can roar the loudest. Number 4. Maurice Stokes, 31 points, 1955. In 1955, a 6'8" giant named Maurice Stokes walked into the NBA stage, not knowing it would be a stage forever frozen in time. He scored 32 points, a symphony of grace and power, but fate had a cruel tune in store. Only 3 seasons later, a car accident shattered his career and paralyzed him. His debut remains a bittersweet masterpiece, a reminder of talent's fragility and the echoes of what could have been. Number 3. John Drew, 32 points, 1974. In 1974, John Drew was a rookie with moves smoother than Atlanta's Sweet Tea and dropped 32 points in a debut so dazzling it blinded the competition. He was a one-man Harlem Globetrotters show, spinning behind the back, banking shots off the glass, and finishing with a flair that made defenders look like confused tourists. It wasn't only a game, it was a performance etched in NBA history as proof that basketball can be magic. Number 2. Frank Selvie, 35 points, 1954. 1954, Minneapolis. Frank Selvie, a rookie no one expected, became the city's overnight hero. He poured in 35 points, a hot shooting clinic that melted the winter frost. He drained jumpers from impossible angles, and his layups whispered through the net, with his free throws being pure ice. This wasn't only a debut, but a coronation, the moment a small-town boy became an NBA legend. Number 1. Wilt Chamberlain, 43 points, 1959. Wilt Chamberlain's NBA debut was nothing short of legendary. On October the 24th of 1959, playing for the Philadelphia Warriors against the New York Knicks, Chamberlain delivered an extraordinary performance, scoring 43 points and securing 28 rebounds. This outstanding display propelled the Warriors to a 118-113 victory and set a new NBA record for the most points scored in a debut game. This remarkable start foreshadowed a career that was full of numerous accolades, which included Rookie of the Year honors and 13 NBA All-Star selections. Chamberlain's impact on the game was unparalleled, and his debut game was only the beginning of a truly iconic career that left a great mark on the history of the NBA. From the electrifying debut of Wilt Chamberlain to the unexpected brilliance of Frank Selvie, these rookies showcased their extraordinary talents from the moment they stepped onto the NBA court. Each player's debut marked the beginning of a journey, leaving a great mark on basketball history and inspiring future generations of players. As the basketball world continues to evolve, these unforgettable performances are timeless reminders of the magic and excitement that newcomers bring to the game.